Good day to you, smart investors. My name is Oluwaseyi, aka Sheyi1 from OIK Investment Limited. Today, I want to talk about one thing you must do before you buy a properties, and that thing is due diligence. Why does due diligence is so important before you make a payment for any properties of your choice that you want to buy? Wow, and what is a due diligence? What is a due diligence? Due diligence is a way of being detective before you buy something big. Now, let me break it down into 5 pieces. Why it is so important before you make the payments. 1, imagine you want to buy a car. As an example, just imagine you want to buy a car. What is the first thing you have to do? You have to check the seller. The same thing also go to the properties you want to buy. You have to check the sellers. Who is the owner of that properties you want to buy? Why are they selling the properties? Because if you check the seller of that car you want to buy, you will not at the end of the day be surprised by buying a car from a fraudster, a hand robber. You have to know the owner. That is the first thing you have to do. Just imagine you want to buy a car. The same thing also in a house. But the house is so sensitive, is so bigger than that. The seller, the owner of the car, the owner of the house. Just imagine you want to buy a car. You have to check the seller who is selling the car. If you want to buy the land, you have to check the land too. Who is selling the land? If you want to buy the house, you have to check the owner of the house. Who is selling the house? Are they trustworthy? Are they the real owner of the house? Are they the real property, the real owner of the land that are saddled with responsibility of selling the properties? Are they trustworthy? Are they genuine? Are they real? So you have to check the seller. That is nothing you have to do. The number 2, inspect the properties. Like you want to buy a car. Like I said earlier on, imagine you want to buy a car. You have to inspect the car, check the engine, check the brake, check the throttle, check the steering wheel, check everything, check the general body of the car, if the car is in good condition. The same thing you have to do when you want to buy a house. You have to check the foundation, you have to check the wall, you have to check the pillar, you have to check the toilet, you have to check the roof, you have to check all the corner of the house. Everything about the house, you have to check it. And the same thing also applies if you want to buy land. You have to check the topography of the land, a dry land, table level land, machine land. Those are the things that you must conduct before you buy land. You have to check the land. When you are satisfied with checking and you are sure everything is okay, what is the next thing you have to do? Number 3 things you are going to do is to check the paper. The same way you want to buy the car, like I told you, you have to check you want to buy fairly used car. At Owodowo car, you want to buy it. You need to check the custom duty, check the insurance, check the particulars of the owner, check the roadworthiness, check everything. Because if any of this paper is invalid, the new owner is the one that will be responsible to make the payment for the government. So the same thing also apply to the house or to the land. Now, if you want to buy a house, you need to check 1, what is the size of the land, the house, the size of the house, what type of house do you want to buy. Then you also have to check the title of the house. Say governor consent, C of O, gazette, excision, support judgment, and the rest. Those are the things that you must consider. Then if it is house, you also have to check, search, take a coordinate of the land, go and check if the house has not been built on the committed area. So you need to check all those things so that at the long run, you will not be surprised if you will not have a surprise in future. And if it is land too, you also have to be ensured if the land you want to buy is not a committed land. What is the title of the land? What is the size of the land? You take the coordinates for search, for charting. So the result of the charting will tell you what to do about the land. Is it a commercial land? Is it a residential? Is it an agric land or mixed? So these are the things that you must do before you make that payment. Just like I said, imagine you are to buy a car. When you are imagine you are to buy a car, you have to check all these things, ensure the roadworthiness is tally with insurance. Insurance is tally with the custom duty. The custom duty is tally with particulars. Everything is tally. If the survey plan, the title, the name of the survey plan is not tally with the CFO produced given to you, or the coordinates on the survey is not tally with the coordinates on the CFO given to you, there's a problem. That's a red flag. So you must check. Then, after you have done the paperwork that you are satisfied, then the next thing is that you ask question. That is number 4 things. You have to do what? You have to ask question. Series of questions. Why so and so is placed in somewhere? Why do they want to sell the land? Why do they want to sell the properties? If they are not a developer, engage in the business of build and selling transaction, it's the house. You ask series of questions. Then you negotiate. You are permitted to ask why this pillar is also like this. Because you need to check the pillar, you need to check the wall, you need to check the foundation, you need to check the water, you need to check everything before you make the payment. That is why you need somebody who has an eagle eye to help you check the house or check the land. If you want to buy land, as an example, they give you survey plan, and the name of the survey plan is not tally on the name of the title given to you, either deed of assignment. The name of the survey plan is not tally with the name of the deed of assignment. There's a problem. The name of the deed of assignment is not tally on with the name of the CFO. There's a problem. So you must check that paper and ask series of questions before you make the payment. Then the number 5 thing, which is the last one I'm going to talk about, is neighbor and area. Which location do you want to buy the properties? Is it a neighborhood that is okay, that you can raise your children? Is it a neighborhood that is free of criminal and hooliganism? Is it a neighborhood that is free of thuggery and courtesan? Is it a neighborhood that you can walk at any time of your choice? How secure is your neighborhood? Is your neighborhood has a resist value? Those are the things that you must consider before you make payments. I hope you get something. So due diligence is like making a detective to ensure everything is in perfect condition before you make payments. Diligence is like making a super detective before you make payments for that house, before you make a final decision. It is a big decision because you want to be super sure to ensure that you are taking a right decision. I hope I'm making sense. If you are educated, kindly make a comment, like, and share. Thank you.